are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, an absolute fucking ordeal today. A goddamn fucking ordeal. So, we were leaving Cuenca today. Cuenca's great, by the way. If you're ever around Cuencaville, fucking drop in. Have a feed, have a look around at the hanging houses. It's a nice place to stop for the day. Anyway, we're leaving Cuenca. It's 12 o'clock. We've checked out of our hotel, which is just an Airbnb now. When you're booking hotels now, most of them are just fucking people's houses. So we're leaving and we parked the car, the hire car, at the garage around the corner from where we're staying. An underground car park, and it was all sweet and everything. Anyway, I pull out, I fucking drive up the driveway, I stop, I fucking put the stuff in the car, pick the kids and the misso up, and then we're off. We go to drive. We're heading to Valencia. Well, we weren't really heading to Valencia. We were going to stop at a few different places along the way. And about 50 meters from the parking space, the car, the 2025 fucking Kia something with only 2,500 miles or kilometers on it, cuts out. It's a fucking hybrid. It cuts out. I'm like, it's stopped working. And I'm fucking around with it. I'm like, it's not working. It's just not working. I don't know what's going on. Stop it. Start it. Anyway, fucking don't worry about that. It cuts out on the corner of one of the busiest streets in the whole fucking place. So it's blocking the street behind us and the cross street. So no one can go around. And I'm just sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck is going on because it's a hybrid. And I don't know what a fucking hybrid is or does. I don't know how it works. I'm like, can you just turn it over to petrol? It looks like the battery's fucked out. What's going on? Fucking AI it. It's panic stations in all directions. And now the fucking traffic is mounting up behind us. There's a truck behind us. There's a few other things. In front of us, there's like fucking a line of cars trying to get past us. There's tooting, there's yelling, there's vamoses, there's fucking all sorts of shit going on. I'm like, babe, you got to get out of the car. Just fucking, I don't know, wave while I fucking figure this out. And there was nothing really to figure out because it had cut out. The screen was still on, everything was still on, but you couldn't move it into drive, reverse, or neutral. It was just in park. Nothing was turning off, nothing was turning on. It was just out. Nothing was engaging. And it's all electrical. By the way, never buying a hybrid or an EV ever, because there's nothing you can do. Once it cuts out, there's nothing you could do. I couldn't even put it into neutral so I could push it out of the way. It wouldn't go into neutral. It was telling me to turn the brake on and restart it, and I was doing that, but none of the buttons were working. Nothing was working. At least with an automatic and a manual, like a manual, you can just roll it down the hill and fucking roll start it. Automatic, at least you know you can fucking jump start it, or someone can back up, you can hook it up. Like, you can do something. You can roll it down the hill and park it somewhere at least. But this thing just seized and shut and stopped. And so obviously after a little while of blocking both streets, people start gathering around. And to be fair, everyone was helpful and nice and concerned and trying to help in some way. They really were. It was really nice, but it was chaotic. I'm in the car. At least five people. The police ended up turning up. He was a good dude as well, but at least 5 people said to me while I'm sitting in the car, have you tried that button? Because everyone's trying to help and everyone wants to be the guy who fixes it. Everyone comes over, has a look in the car and points at the button like, have you tried that button? And I'm like, you mean the button to start the car, the button that says start. No, I haven't tried the start the car button yet. I tried to start it with the indicator. That didn't work. But thank you for pointing out the start button. After the fifth guy came in and pointed at the start button, I was like, what the fuck do you think I've been doing in here? Adjusting the mirrors? For fuck's sake. But everyone was like super helpful. Like there were old grannies. They were calling mechanics. Then some fat mechanic turned up. Anyway, before the mechanic turned up, it was a police officer. And the police officer had no fucking Spanish or English. We had no Spanish. So he's yelling and trying to communicate with us. And he's like a little bit of a gruff dude. And I'm not really fucking fast enough on the translate to understand what the fuck is going on. My wife is off trying to call Enterprise fucking car rentals. No one picked up. And I mean, we called international, national, fucking Madrid, Cuenca, fucking everything. No one, not a single person picked up. We ended up getting the police officer ended up getting a mechanic to come down and check the car out. Once the police officer was there, it was actually all right because no one was yelling at us. Because they could see the police officer, they could see something was going on. So everyone stopped yelling and telling us to fuck off. Fuck off, you tourists. So that was actually not too bad. But then this dude smoking a dart, this mechanic, rolls up in some fucking shitbox with an exhaust on it. Like the dodgiest looking fucking mechanic I've ever seen in my entire life. He comes out with what looked like jumper leads and a computer screen. And then he hops in the car and does, from what I can gather, absolutely fucking nothing for about 45 minutes. Like he was the guy that needed to be pointed out the start button. He did absolutely fucking nothing. I think he may have adjusted our radio. I think that's about all he did. He looked like he was there to save the day, but he fucking did nothing. So he ended up leaving. No one's saying anyone can fix a car. My wife ends up getting onto a fucking tow truck driver to get it fucking moved. And before I hired the car, the lady was like, would you like roadside assistance? And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, if we need to come out and it's not the car company's fault, it's going to cost €1,500. So I'm like, no, I don't need that. Why would I need that? We've got full insurance, so I don't need the roadside assist, thank you. And plus, this is a brand new car. What's the worst that can happen? And so I didn't even want my wife fucking calling a tow truck driver or anything. I didn't even want to make contact with Enterprise. But anyway, the tow truck driver said he'll come at some obscure, undefined time. And the police officer's there. And actually, the guy who we ended up, we stated his Airbnb, which was booked as a hotel. He was walking past to go to the hotel room we stayed at, his hotel room, and I suppose clean it or something and pick up the €10 I left for him for the parking. And he saw us and then he came in and helped as well. So there's like about 5 or 6 people helping. And then I ended up looking up Enterprise in Cuenca. I'm like, I'm just going to go there and I'm just going to start yelling at cunts. So the Airbnb dude put me in a taxi to Enterprise at the train station in Cuenca. So I get off there and I'm in line and the dude is serving some dude in front of me. So they fuck off for about half an hour. And it's finally my turn to get served. And I'm like, I tell the guy the situation. And he's like, that sounds horrible, but we have no car and there's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't even understand what that means. Just give me a full refund then. Your car's down there. I don't know what you want to do with it. And so I'm having a chat with this guy who was a nice guy as well. And then I get a message from my wife saying it's working. And I'm like, what's working? She's like, the car. I'm like, what do you mean it's working? We've just spent 3 hours and mechanics come. We've had police. We've had 8 guys point at the start button as if no one's tried the start button before them. I'm like, what do you mean it's fucking working? I'm at Enterprise now. She's like, I just hopped in the car to get a bag or something and thought I would try it, and the car turned on. And I'm like, what do you, like, what? What does that, I don't know, like, it's fixed or what? I'm like, don't turn it off. Whatever you do, don't turn it off. You've got to drive it around, charge the battery up, and hopefully we can get it fucking going. Just drive around. She's like, the kids are in the restaurant by themselves. I'm like, oh, I don't know what you meant to do, but you can't turn the car off. You need to drive it. And she's like, hold on, the police is yelling at me. So the police saw her. She had to hang up on me. The police saw her and was like, park the car. Your kids are here. You can't be driving away without your kids. And my wife's trying to communicate to them that, no, she needs to drive the car. And he's like, no, you need to take your kids. And then I was calling her. I'm like, is it still going? She's like, the police are yelling at me. I'm like, just explain to them you need to charge your battery. So anyway, the police guy ended up hopping in the car while my wife got the kids. And I just told her to park it. I'm like, fucking park it somewhere. So if it conks out again, we're not in the middle of the road. And so she parked it, she turned it off, and she turned it on again, and it started working again. And she sent me a message saying, I'm coming to pick you up. So she came to pick me up. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what the fuck that was. All I know is I am never buying a hybrid, an EV, anything with a computer. I'm buying an old, rusty, manual fucking truck that only runs on leaded fuel. I don't give a fuck if I get environmental fines or whatever. I don't give a flying fuck. There's no way I want that feeling of just being locked out for no reason. There's just a glitch in the computer and now the car is just a rock. You can't even fucking roll it. Anyway, we made it to Valencia. We went for a swim in the beach in Valencia, and then we fucking ditched Valencia. So we're in this small little beautiful town called, I forget what it's called, Villas Flames or some shit like that. Yeah, Villa Flames. And it's this beautiful little hill town of some descript. It's so good. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just beautiful. It's all not brick buildings, stone buildings. We just had dinner. It was delicious. So anyway, that was the fucking ordeal. But we made it to somewhere that is beautiful. And I suppose that's how life is. You focus on the destination, not the journey. That's the saying, isn't it? It's all about the destination, not the journey. Fuck the journey. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you the fuck later.